Welcome to Streaming News Network by Claude McDaniel. News without the hype and biased reporting. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. The Trump administration says it is expanding efforts to combat what officials call birth tourism, a practice in which foreign nationals travel to the United States primarily to give birth, so their children obtain American citizenship by being born on U.S. soil. According to the State Department, officials recently disrupted a birth tourism network operating in West Africa that allegedly involved more than 100 individuals using false documents and visa assistance services to gain entry into the United States. Officials also reported uncovering more than 400 suspected birth tourism cases linked to travelers from Europe since 2024. Investigators say at least 6 companies were involved in coaching visa applicants on interview responses, arranging housing, and helping coordinate childbirth plans in the United States. The administration says visas connected to these operations have been revoked and that officials are working with foreign governments to identify and shut down similar networks. The crackdown follows President Donald Trump's renewed focus on birthright citizenship, including a 2025 executive order aimed at narrowing automatic citizenship eligibility at birth. The effort also builds on a policy first implemented in 2020 that directed consular officers to deny visitor visas to applicants believed to be traveling primarily to give birth in the United States. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. 2 former court clerks in Utah are facing federal charges after prosecutors accused them of helping undocumented immigrants avoid arrest by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents at a courthouse in Logan. Federal authorities allege that 27-year-old Jennifer Joma and 26-year-old Lauren Morrow learned that Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers were at the Logan City Municipal Justice Court on April 9 to arrest an individual. Prosecutors claim the clerks then improperly accessed court databases to identify foreign-born individuals appearing in court that day. According to court filings, the pair allegedly escorted at least 3 undocumented immigrants through a secure area and out a rear exit of the courthouse, away from agents waiting outside. Prosecutors further allege that Joma drove several individuals from the area to prevent their arrest. The Department of Justice says the clerks obstructed lawful immigration enforcement efforts and abused their positions of trust. Both women have been charged with conspiracy to transport and harbor undocumented immigrants, harboring undocumented immigrants, and obstruction of federal proceedings. Joma also faces an additional transportation-related charge. Both defendants have pleaded not guilty, have been released from custody, and are scheduled to return to court on July 2. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Federal authorities say they disrupted an alleged terror plot targeting a major public event in Washington over the weekend, resulting in 5 suspects being taken into custody. According to a statement from Federal Bureau of Investigation Director Kash Patel, a multi-state operation involving federal law enforcement agencies prevented the alleged attack before it could be carried out. Investigators reportedly became aware of the plot several days before the event and launched an extensive investigation. Authorities allege the plan involved the use of explosive-laden drones targeting areas near a United Fighting Championship event held on the White House South Lawn. Prosecutors claim the attack was intended to create confusion and panic, with additional suspects allegedly planning to target people fleeing the area. Investigators also reportedly uncovered encrypted communications involving multiple individuals discussing the operation and potential targets. Officials say the suspects were arrested before any attack could take place. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has not yet released the identities of those arrested, and the allegations remain subject to ongoing investigation and court proceedings. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. A federal judge has declined to overturn the obstruction of justice conviction of former Wisconsin Judge Hannah Dugan, keeping in place a jury verdict tied to an immigration enforcement case. Dugan, who resigned from the Milwaukee County Circuit Court following her conviction, was found guilty in December of 2025 of helping Eduardo Flores Ruiz avoid detention by Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers who were attempting to arrest him at a courthouse. Her legal team argued that the conviction should be set aside after a federal appeals court overturned a separate immigration-related obstruction case in Virginia. Defense attorneys contended that no qualifying federal proceeding was underway in Dugan's case because agents were acting on an arrest warrant rather than conducting a formal proceeding. However, U.S. District Judge Lynn Adelman rejected that argument, ruling that the Immigration and Customs Enforcement operation constituted a pending proceeding under federal law because it was a planned and targeted enforcement action. Dugan faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, although federal sentencing guidelines typically recommend probation for first-time, non-violent offenders. A sentencing date has not yet been announced. This is Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Former boxing champion Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing felony charges in Las Vegas following allegations that he used a bad check to purchase a luxury watch valued at $200,000. According to court records, Mayweather has been charged with 2 felony counts under Nevada law, theft and intent to defraud. Authorities allege the transaction involved a Las Vegas jewelry store, although additional details regarding the timing of the purchase have not been publicly released. Mayweather, who retired with a professional boxing record of 50 wins and no losses, earned more than $1 billion during his career and is considered one of the sport's most successful fighters. If convicted, he could face penalties that include restitution and possible jail time. Court records do not indicate whether Mayweather has entered a plea or retained legal counsel in the case, and no public hearing date has been announced. The allegations remain unproven, and Mayweather is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. This is Claude McDaniel of Streaming News Network. A major milestone is approaching for the British royal family. Kensington Palace has announced that 12-year-old Prince George will attend Eton College beginning this September. The prestigious boarding school, which educates boys between the ages of 13 and 18, was previously attended by George's father, Prince William, and uncle, Prince Harry. The school is also known for alumni including Eddie Redmayne and Tom Hiddleston. The announcement comes shortly after the royal family appeared at the annual Trooping the Colour celebration honoring King Charles III. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, were joined by their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. In recent remarks about parenting, Prince William emphasized the importance of listening to children's emotions and encouraging open conversations about mental health, saying parents should help children express their feelings rather than keep them bottled up. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. An Iowa family says it was surprised to learn that its expected federal tax refund was withheld over an alleged Social Security overpayment dating back nearly 30 years. Christopher Storm says he received Social Security survivor benefits after his father's death while he was a teenager. According to Storm, the payments totaled about $500 per month until he turned 18, when he also received a final lump sum payment of approximately $3,000. This year, Storm and his wife expected to receive a tax refund, but were informed that the money would instead be applied toward an alleged debt stemming from an overpayment of benefits in 1996. Storm says the original amount was listed at nearly $8,000 before later being revised to approximately $10,000. An attorney familiar with Social Security overpayment cases says such notices are not uncommon and can sometimes be linked to income earned while receiving benefits. Storm says he and his wife had planned to use the refund for home repairs and believes seeking repayment decades after the fact is unfair. The Social Security Administration has not publicly commented on the specific case. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Football legend Terry Bradshaw is preparing to share his life story with fans through a new memoir scheduled for release this October. The 77-year-old former quarterback announced the upcoming book on social media, unveiling the cover and providing details for pre-orders. The cover features Bradshaw seated in a rocking chair wearing a cowboy hat, reflecting the personality that has made him a popular figure both on and off the football field. Bradshaw is widely regarded as one of the greatest quarterbacks in National Football League history. Selected first overall in the 1970 draft, he spent his entire 14-year professional career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. During his career, Bradshaw led the Steelers to 4 Super Bowl championships, earned 2 Super Bowl Most Valuable Player awards, won the National Football League Most Valuable Player award, and was selected to 3 Pro Bowls. He was later inducted into both the College Football Hall of Fame and the Pro Football Hall of Fame, cementing his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats. This is Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Country music star Jelly Roll has filed for divorce from his wife, Bunny XO, according to court records filed in Williamson County, Tennessee. The divorce filing was submitted on May 18 and comes after nearly 10 years of marriage. No reason for the filing has been publicly disclosed, and the couple does not share any children. The filing occurred just days before Jelly Roll launched his Little As Shed tour, which began in late May and is scheduled to continue through July. Earlier this year, the singer publicly celebrated a decade with his wife in a social media post, describing their relationship as a dream they were still living. Photos and social media posts featuring the couple continued to appear online as recently as several weeks ago. In a February interview, Jelly Roll reflected on overcoming challenges together, saying that love had helped carry the couple through difficult times. Neither Jelly Roll nor Bunny XO has publicly commented on the divorce filing.
Thank you for listening to Streaming News Network videos and shorts. Please like and subscribe to our news channel.